welcome or welcome back, whichever applies to you. I still think I might be able to make a bar-supported shoulder press by Thanksgiving. And I'm going to make some changes, not just to make that happen, but to see if it yields improvement in general. Now, we earlier talked about a stick figure and some planes. And if I move my arms this way, they're cutting through plane 1. Whereas if I go this way, they're going through planes 2 and 3. Now, I'm not a physiology major, as I've said multiple times, but I can't help but wonder if the muscles that are load-bearing in one are utilized as stabilizing muscles in the other. So the abbreviated version is I'm now going to do days for shoulder stands and baby iron crosses separately and not do them together. So I'm back at it on November 25th for my 19th day. So let's clear the scoreboard from yesterday and see what we can do. Before I begin, you may notice that the rings are way higher than normal, and that's because this is going to be my first baby iron cross day. And since I'm not going upside down, I'm not particularly worried about my head crashing into the ground. And I'd also like to not have to worry as much about tucking my legs up in front of me and just focus on the baby iron cross motion. So attempt number 1, here we go. And if you notice I'm looking down, because I think that's really what I'm used to when I have my legs tucked in front of me, and I think it's kind of a balance thing. But now that my legs are underneath me, it's not really necessary. So as you can see here, we look forward, but I find it's quite a bit more difficult, so I end up kind of looking back down, just out of habit. So that's it for that one. And if we go to the scoreboard, that's 17.5 seconds in the air and 0 touchdowns. Okay, second attempt of the day. Here we go. Starting with looking down, and you'll notice it probably looks like the side that's closer to the camera gets further out, but I think that's really just a perspective thing. When I end up putting the camera on the right side, it looks like the right side goes further out than the left, whereas right now it looks like the left's going out further than the right. So that's it for that one. And if we go to the scoreboard, that's 15.2 seconds in the air and 0 touchdowns. Okay, third attempt. Starting with looking down, out reasonably wide, I'd say. Now I'm making a conscientious effort to look forward, and as you can tell from the look on my face, it's quite a bit more difficult. Okay, and that's it for that one. So if we go to the scoreboard, that's 18.9 seconds in the air and 0 touchdowns. Okay, fourth attempt, here we go. Starting out looking forward. Kind of look down a little bit on that one. Decently wide. That one looked pretty good. So did that one. Going to try open hand and see if it makes much of a difference. And that's it for that one. So if we go to the scoreboard, that's 14.9 seconds in the air and 0 touchdowns. We are flying through these things. So we're up to the last attempt of the day. Looking forward. Probably not going out quite as wide. I don't know if it's because I'm tired or it's the open hand approach. Much like shoulder stands I find anymore, I don't really do much of anything open hand. Okay, and that's it for that one. So if we go to the scoreboard, that's 17 seconds in the air and 0 touchdowns. So as a total for the day, we have 83.5 seconds in the air and no touchdowns. Okay, some takeaways, and then I've got to go wander off and do some work. I don't really think this is comparable time-wise or touchdown-wise to any of my previous attempts. And in the future, I'll likely compare a baby iron cross day to whatever the previous baby iron cross day was. Now, I did expect there would be a reduction in time, in large part because there's no break for the muscle groups that you're working. And I also expect a time reduction tomorrow when I attempt to do handstands and shoulder stands. And I'll remind you that tomorrow is the last day for me to get a shoulder press before Thanksgiving because the gym is closed on Thanksgiving. And it may not seem like a rest break to go for 4 days in a row, but I feel like perhaps by not doing handstands and shoulder stands today, that'll give me enough to get it tomorrow. So that's it for the day. Feel free to check back in or not. Up to you.